You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sim Racing Media Network. We are live here from the Pocono Hills in Pennsylvania. I am myself, Angel Santiago, joined tonight by Troy Thomas. Troy, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
Good. How are you doing today?
I made it. We're here, not by much, but we're here. So
That's the main thing.
Oh man, what a week we're having. We've got qualifying's almost all set. And well, it looks like while we do that, Racers Elite Xfinity Series gonna be looking for their penultimate race in their regular season before the playoffs start. And after tonight, it's Martinsville next week. So you better get all the points you can.
Yeah, Pocono and then Martinsville. That's going to be a good way to end the regular season, that's for sure.
We have 2.5 mile triangle oval. Do you want to go ahead and say it that way?
The tricky triangle.
The triangle oval. Yeah, the tricky triangle, of course, is the name. The three corners all being entirely different. For those of you that don't know, all modeled after three different distinct racetracks. Across the motorsports world. 74 degrees is going to be the ambient temperature here, so nice cool race evening for a race. 12 miles per hour wind's going to affect some of these drivers. 53% humidity, going to be pretty humid in that sense. Going to make that track a little bit slick, but man, that track temperature is 106. It's going to be hot and slick for those drivers.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot and slick. Be a lot of slipping and sliding, especially on these cold tires when they start the race.
Ah man, that's what makes it so much fun though. What we get to enjoy here on the Sim Racing Media Network. We thank everyone, of course, on our YouTube chat for joining us here tonight, and I believe Nathan Pointer is waiting. We didn't get an opportunity to interview him last week from his top 3 finishes. Yeah, he finished top 3 last week.
Yep.
So hold on just a moment, buddy. We'll bring him in. Or Nash Pointer, I'm sorry. Nash, this is Angel and Troy here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us, buddy.
I do.
All right, we're going to bring you in a week late for your top 3 podium finish there. But congratulations.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we had a bit of a rough race, but I'm glad we got at least the top 3.
Yeah, top 3 is always going to be a great way to do that. We can kind of almost just move on here. We're at Pocono. Qualifying looks like it's just finishing up here. So you're starting on the outside pole, not quite pole position. What Nash, are you going to have to do here to make a run for, give these guys a run for their money and try to steal a win from them?
Well, I'm hoping I can stay up. Plan is stay up top 5, try to save, not kill my tires, save fuel a little bit, try to be there at the end.
I think that sounds like a pretty good idea to me, Nash. Well, you got anybody you want to thank? Of course, any sponsors, friends, family that watched last week, and of course that are joining this week before we set you free and root you on for a top 3 finish.
Yeah, I want to thank Celsius, and I want to thank my grandma and my grandpa. I know that they're watching right now, and they love watching every week.
Oh man, we love to hear that. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa watching, and Nash, good luck.
Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, good luck.
Righty. That was all right. Well, that was Nash Pointer getting. Rarely ever does somebody ever actually jump into the waiting room, and when we tell them the week before to do so. So I was a little. It stopped me for a moment. I'm like, no, yeah, he finished top 3. I'm really glad that we got an opportunity to speak with him. Nathan Mann, well, we're gonna go ahead and get another pole here to start this race, man. This guy can put down some fast laps.
Yeah, he's a wheel man for sure. Every week in and week out, he's up here in the top 5.
Yes,
had a little
he
hiccup
is.
Last week, but
hey, you know what?
This week's a new week.
New week, exactly. Put it behind yourself. So Nash and Nathan front row. Brandon Sanfilippo and Sean Dunaway going to be in row number 2. Andrew Teft and Chris Pendle make up row 3. Row 4, Jacob Plank and Richard Odie. Odie's having a nice run the last couple weeks, and Plank, he's missed last week, so this is gonna be. I think he's got to make each of the next 2 races to keep his playoff eligibility. Truth Hoke and Lee Campbell make up row number 5. Row 6 is gonna be Logan Joyner and Todd Slauson. Kirby Wainscott and Dennis Kane gonna be in row 7. Row 8 belongs to Brandon Honeycutt and Alex Teft. Marshall Harris and Jesse Fox make up row 9, and then our very own here on the Sim Racing Media Network as well, Matt Medler, going to round out the field there in the final row number 10, sorry.
And Matt bringing up the shotgun's position of the field. At least there's only one way for him to go right now, starting dead last, so good luck, Matt.
That's the only way, exactly. You want to move forward, you can't really fall back from there. 60 laps here, to come down. Go ahead and take us away, Troy, to start this race.
As an iRacing pace car pulls off to the pit lane, and Nathan Mann brings us to the green flag, and Barney's waving. Let's go racing here at Pocono.
I appreciate that. I had to get the fiance out of the house and
bit.
not have this the noises going off across with the alarms. Nonetheless, they're going in. Nathan and Nash side by side. What a great start there for Nash. We rarely ever get a driver that's side by side with Nathan still going into the turn, but he's gonna have that preferred line. They're gonna have a couple of taps off the wall there off of 1. That's just a kiss. They're gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's the norm anymore. Just a couple hits off the wall, so no biggie.
Oh, this is gonna be my favorite view right here. Just look at these drivers come across here.
Yeah, right there through the tunnel turn here. Drivers are behaving themselves on the first lap, so that's a good thing.
Just keeping it together one by one. They're going to get through there, through turn 3. Nathan Mann still going to be in the lead. Nash going to be a pretty good run off of 3. But this is where you see Lee Campbell, a couple drivers behind him, just tag that wall a little bit. You're going to hurt yourself so much on this long straightaway by doing that. You got to hit turn 3 perfectly.
Yeah, you got to hit turn 3. It's such a momentum killer if you can't. You lose so many positions if you just take turn 3 wrong.
A couple drivers. I see 78, Richard Odie. He's falling back, man. He had a good starting position there in 8th, but there's not a great start for him. Going to be our biggest dropper of the race. Biggest mover. Well, you shouldn't be too surprised who that is. It's the number 21 of Marshall Harris.
Yeah, again, Marshall's coming up through the field. So
a great digger paint scheme, too? Hold on. I can find my zoom button. There it is. Yeah. An old, oh, okay, that's actually a Kevin Harvick throwback, it looks like.
Can't go wrong with a Kevin Harvick.
Not at all. And he's up 6 spots from his starting position back there in 17th. Oh, wow. So nice big move for Marshall Harris. And then Nathan Mann, the fastest driver that time around. That fresh air, that clean air up front is going to make a big difference for him.
Oh, absolutely it does.
'Cause you want that draft. The draft is gonna help you a ton, but it's not gonna do you any good if you're not if you don't got that clean air to really put your car where you need it.
No, these cars like clean air, so he wants to keep his car up front.
Here, coming off of turn number 3, we're gonna come. Oh man, it's gonna get so tight off of turn 3. Ooh, that 4th place car. I think that was Chris Pendle. Yeah, he's gonna tag the wall there off of 3. We'll see if Sean Dunaway is gonna be close enough to be able to make a pass, maybe going down 1. But I think he had just enough of a distance.
Going back to turn 3 is so flat. You just got hit so right just to get a good run down the front stretch, and then into turn 1 and off down the Long Pond straightaway. You just big momentum track.
See there, the Jacob Plank. He's got the 98 of Andrew Teft all over his bank bumper, but Andrew didn't ever really attempt to make that pass. He just kind of got behind him, used some of that bunt draft, and he went a little bit lower into that turn, but I think really just to get some clean air on the front nose of that 98.
Oh yeah, it's early to be racing too hard yet, so just trying to fill your car out for the time being.
Man, Nathan's already up to a nearly 1 second lead here over the pack, and thank you, Jesse, for jumping into our chat. Of course, in Chicken Coop Racing, looking to make some strides here. Not really been on the front runners that they have, maybe the last couple of seasons, it feels like. At least not with Nathan Mann out here.
Ain't no team gonna be out there with Nathan Mann running as good as he is, that's for sure.
Here we go now, lap. Let's see. So we think we were talking about maybe 20 to 23, somewhere in that range, laps for a fuel run. And so even if you're looking at 24 or 25, do you just go ahead and split this, at lap 20, maybe lap 21 and 40, 42? Just make it easy and simple?
I would, so I don't have to think too much.
I like that idea too. Man, do I have a problem with my trading paint? Because I feel like I'm not seeing, like...
Yeah, mine, my Andrew's showing up different on my screen as well, so...
Who do you have what do you have on the 98 for Andrew Teft?
On iRacing, I got a Mobile 1 paint scheme.
Yeah, I got the Jacob companies on mine, but then I got some of these other drivers like Logan Joyner, who's in a plain looking number 34, and then so we'll give this a little refresh when we go to our first commercial break in a little bit. So we might have to see some of these paint schemes update. Granted, that Nathan Mann Terry Labonte throwback, that one's clear as day. You're never gonna miss that.
Yeah, yeah, that's you can't go wrong there. That's for sure.
Man, I just saw just one of those pages I follow on Twitter or something like that of like old NASCAR stuff, and what somebody they had posted Terry Labonte's Piedmont Chevrolet, and I was like, man, look at that. It reminds me of my Wednesday nights. I say that top 3 here. We got at the 3rd position, we got a battle about 3 or 4 cars. About 4 cars involved. Andrew Seth maybe about 7/10 back, but about 4 cars right involved in here, trying to get past Brandon Sanfilippo.
Oh yeah.
You see, actually, the 94 all over his back bumper trying to push him. So it seems like, everybody's just trying to work together to use that bump draft. So it seems like draft really is more helpful than not. Well, I say that 94 goes to the inside. So, all right, well, again, that's why I'm in the booth and not driving. Oh, is he going to push it hard? Going to get him?
Pushed up the track.
The 12. Can he do the crossover? But I think, man, 94 just got him there.
He did. Good move by Pendle right there on San Filippo. So
gonna wonder though, a little early. Don't want to use up your tires though too much right now. But I say that, and got drivers like Marshall Harris up 6 spots, and as hard as it is to pass here, I guess you got to make your passes where you can.
Yeah, you gotta get them while you can, but also at the same time, you don't want to push your tires too long. You want to save them for the long run, because you know how these elite races go. There's 90% of the time they're green flag runs, so gotta save them tires.
You want to save those tires and just put yourself in a good position, and that also means that you're gonna have to work some strategy. You can't do the same exact thing as leaders, they always say, or else you're sitting there finishing exactly where you were. So you got to figure something else out that you want to do, and I think short pitting is going to be an option or it's going to have to be an option for some of these drivers.
Yeah, short pit's going to have to be an option tonight, because Nathan Mann is just checked out already. But that's not good for any driver right now. So,
well, I mean, it takes just one pit road mistake here, because this is a long pit road, and you see Brandon Honeycutt there to the inside of Marshall Harris trying to take that
but Marshall's going to fight off on the outside, not going to give it up easy.
And Brandon, you see, keeping it as low as he can. So, it's just nice, respectful racing right there. It's early on as well. He's got an opportunity pass, but they're losing time as well here. Yeah, he's going to back off.
Yeah, and he tucks back in behind Marshall Harris. So he would just want to know he was there.
Oh, that's going to run high there in the tunnel turn. That costs you a lot. You got to hit that tunnel turn just perfect.
Yeah, looks like both of them pushed up. Yeah, tunnel turn is tricky, that's for sure.
Comes Alex Teff
just right
to the inside of that number 14, and I thought I heard a car sideways, or at least somebody's just really slipping and sliding around here.
Yeah, Alex Teff looks to make the move down the front stretch here on Lee Campbell.
These two are side by side. You got Richard Odie and Jesse Fox all the way down to the bottom. They're side by side, and I think Harris and Honeycutt are still side by side.
We got racing all over the place here, so.
And in just about all of these situations, the inside car will prevail, but Jesse Fox is going to put a great fight there on the outside. He's going to hold that position on Odie.
Yeah, he is.
Nice job, Fox. Yeah, because you saw the other 2 instances. That outside car didn't have a chance, it seemed like.
Yeah, Jesse pulled that off, so he made it stick.
He made it stick.
Odie's having a rough start right now. Has lost 10 positions since the green flag.
Ooh, that was not going to help him, especially going into tonight. He was, what was it? The first car out, only 2 points out of the playoffs.
Yeah, he was 2 points out with Lee Campbell was 2 points above, and then in front of Lee was Jesse Fox at 3 points above. So,
well, I guess if there's any consolation, Jesse Fox is the car who just passed you, and Lee Campbell's only 2 spots ahead of him, so you're not losing a ton.
No, they're pretty close together, so you can't. It's funny, again, it all plays out that way.
Yeah, that's just how it is, these long, races that you have, or these long seasons that you have, and you're just going to keep finding yourself around the same drivers that you're battling for position in the points. And, that last time, now 10 laps in, I'm sorry, just distraction, but 0.4 of a second. Nash Pointer was quicker than Nathan. I don't know if Nathan had a bobble, a mistake. We'll have to see around this lap if it's the same.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there, but gotta stay on your game the whole entire time, that's for sure.
That's what's difficult about Pocono is because there's just so, how would you say, the 3 corners being so distinct, you feel like, oh man, I got this corner figured out. Nope, I got the next one figured out. Or I finally figured out turn 1, and then you thought you had turn 2 figured out earlier, but somehow in figuring out 1, you forgot 2.
Yep, you're exactly right. You forget how to race 1, and you're good at 2, then bad at another corner, and it seems like if you can just get a rhythm to be consistent between all them corners, you'd have a good race. But
So, as you see, Jacob, sorry, oh my goodness. Sean Dunaway is currently under attack from Jacob Plank. Not going to make it happen there. And I think Brandon Sanfilippo or no, they're still working together there. Chris is working. So, everybody else just kind of keeping it cool. Todd Slauson, nice number 22 Chevrolet. Yeah, that's the JR Motorsports one there, I think, right?
Yeah, that's Junior's old nationwide paint scheme. Truth Oak right in front of him, who's started in ninth and in the ninth position. So
yeah, it's only him and the top three. That's the only ones that have kept their spots. So give credit to him because top three can do it with the clean air that they have, but he doesn't have it.
No, it's just that dirty air is tough on these cars,
Yeah, it's not what they are happy to have. And here comes Todd Slauson, going to go to the inside. They're going to get a good run off of 2, so going to... Oh, wow.
Gonna give him...
Truth's going to drive it in real good.
Outside.
Yeah.
Todd gets a good run out of that corner, though. Looked like Marshall Harris tagged the wall. Ooh, not much room right there as Brendan Honeycutt's going to look to make the move inside of Truth Oak as well.
He's like, yeah, let me go ahead and just squeeze in here. I'm gonna make this pass here. Oh, I think Brandon could have cleared, and I think later in this race he clears himself, but he's just gonna be respectful there, as typically Honeycutt is.
Yeah, he's just side by side and getting plenty of room. So, and Marshall Harris is going to try to take another. Oh, he's on the apron.
Oh, he's gonna get the apron. That's gonna cause an accident. Oh, wow.
Oh,
poor
man.
Hogan. Yeah, 21 got it down into the apron, and there's just nothing you can do at these speeds when you get down to that apron.
No, he hit the apron, and that was it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's all live, but we'll still go back and see. Man, I'm definitely going to have to use a faster pair for that one.
Oh, that is...
And let's go on board with him because the best view is always on board with the driver because sometimes what you see out on top is just not what you're seeing from the driver. There's just an entirely different view there. Oh, it got loose.
Yep, it drove below the apron and just came up the track.
Yeah, and he's chasing it, and because you don't just hit the brakes. You hit the brakes, you're gonna go sideways and take everybody out. You're running a very, how would you say, road back brake bias. You're.
Yep.
And so if you just exactly, you're gonna lock it up if you just hit the brakes.
Man, tough break for both them drivers.
Oh my goodness, Truth with an engine that's expiring and very sour is gonna make it around somehow. So, at least. Oh my goodness! All right, well, that'll put us to a quarter of the race to start. And let's see, where does this put us pitch strategy wise? We'll probably go green on lap maybe 18 or 19.
I'm sure we might have some takers in here.
Oh, well, we have to see the entire field. There's no way you stay out here.
No, you got to go.
Yeah,
into
you
the
got to come in
tires.
here now. You never know. Someone wants to get out there, get a lap lead. Maybe somebody like Richard Odie, Jesse Fox, that say, what, it's still a 2-stopper. Why not stay out, get an extra point, get the bonus point for a lap lead.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you just come down when it's time for you to come down. I mean, you're not. What are you gonna do? Maybe lose a lap? What difference is it gonna make?
You'll probably lose it. You might. Well, if you're. I think they say if you're like within a certain maybe 15, 20 seconds in front near the leader, you will not lose a lap here. Don't quote me on that. But like you said, what do they have to lose?
No, well, nobody. I think nobody agreed. Anyways, everybody came down. So, all right. Well, these drivers make their first trips down pit lane. We're gonna go ahead and have our first commercial break here of the evening. So we'll be right back, everybody. Oh man, I think that was Logan Joyner there in that 34 car. He missed his pit, or he slid right through. But all right, we'll be right back.
That many.
So have I. All right, we are back live here from the Sim Racing Media Network. It is Pocono Raceway. Myself, Angel Santiago, joined my broadcast partner here, Troy Thomas, as we are broadcasting to you the Racers Elite Xfinity Series. They've got 2 more races left before the playoffs begin, and well, I'm just glad I'm in the booth, not having to have the pressure like these drivers are, Troy.
Oh, absolutely. Play when you're a bubble driver, you feel the pressure. That's for sure. So, like we said, you got Richard Odie near the cutoff line. I think what I said 2 points below. Lee Campbell. I mean, they're all very close in the points. Even Kirby Wainscott, he's just 10 points above. So, and then you got Sean Dunaway in 8th, who was 20 points above the cutoff line. So, no one right there is really close.
And that's what. Oh, that's just makes it so much fun. It's just how amazing is that? Like, come on, how many drivers was it again? You said?
Let's see, yep, 5 or 6.
5 or 6 drivers that you got within
7 drivers.
7 drivers.
Or 8 drivers. 8. I'm sorry, 8.
Oh my
within
gosh.
Striking distance, per se.
And there's 2 races left, and you got that many drivers within feasible striking distance, which is over the last 2 races. That's unbelievable. That's just what I love. And again, I wish I could be racing almost. I'm jealous with them.
Oh yeah, well, I don't want to race with it racing next week, but we gotta get through this race first.
Yeah, we won't worry about next week. Next week is that fun Martinsville. Although I wonder if any of these drivers participated in the special event this last weekend for iRacing, the MX-5.
Oh, yeah, I watched some of them. The most ones I seen, it was a caution fest. So
Really?
yeah.
I wonder how long did it take to finish some of those races.
Oh, shoot. It has to be 4 hours or so.
I thought about it, but I love the Miatas and they're fun, but yeah, I was.
They're like driving on ice. I can do them on road course, but when you go from like a GT3 back to Mazda, for me, it just feels like it's on ice.
No, that's fair. I can believe that. I've been doing GT3s quite a bit. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and iRacing.com pace car down pit lane. Nathan Mann up into the gears. We're green flag racing here once again from. I jumped that a little too far. For Pocono here as they dive down into turn number 1.
Yep. Like the norm anymore. Nathan Mann out to a big jump from the green flag, and Nash Pointner's following suit right now, but Sean Dunaway's looking inside of Brendan Sanfilippo as we go down the Long Pond straightaway here.
Yep,
Todd Slauson's pushing Sanfilippo by.
2 or 3 abreast almost there. They're ready to come across. They're gonna keep it to 2 apiece. But man, that 22 is loose.
Oh man, it's hard enough 2x2 to go through there, but
it's hard enough for me to go by myself through there.
I'd second that one.
Oh man,
somebody's not having no problem is Nathan Mann, so he is.
Oh, just a kiss for Brandon Sanfilippo. Oh, and same with Marshall Harris. So going down to the front stretch, and I wonder what happened. Oh, Chris Pendle, he had 32-second pit stop. I wonder if he was just maybe fixing some damage or if he was speeding.
I don't know. Well, if you want to have damage to fix it, now's the time to do it.
Well,
so.
yeah. It's nice to have a caution to have it because you're not going to have that opportunity during your green flag stops to fix it. No. It's going to be a fast repair and go. And so if you want to save it for keep in your back pocket. Yeah, not a bad idea, but definitely hurts though to lose all that track position. Now back to 12th.
Yeah, he'll fix it. He'll get it going right direction.
And I did attempt to refresh here on these paints, but it's still showing all the same. So maybe just a trading paints issue. So I do apologize for any drivers that for not having the correct paint schemes out here tonight.
Trading paints have technical difficulties a lot as well, so.
Yeah, actually, a little temperamental every once in a while. Meanwhile, here now on our 20th lap, so 19 laps in, 4 drivers putting down their fastest laps here of the race. Sean Dunaway, Andrew Teft, Alex Teft, and Kirby Wainscott all doing the likes of that. And Sean Dunaway up to 3rd now. We saw him almost falling outside of the top 5, so he's attacking Pointer now for 2nd hard. Oh, that's going to be loose.
Woo.
Nice save.
Good save, and I thought Brandon was going to try to take it on the outside of that, but he chose not to.
I think maybe Brandon's like, I don't want to be on the outside in turn 3 maybe. So
I don't like being on the bottom at turn 3 sometimes, so.
yeah, I prefer to be just like about a lane up or so. And here it goes. Starting to see some of that snaking down the front stretch here, trying to break that draft.
You read my mind. About to say the same thing.
Oh my goodness! But it's you got to do anything and everything you can. I did a you see the 34? He'll clear Alex Step. Alex,
Oh,
he's
Alex
got
coming with the crossover.
just enough for a crossover. I did not think that was gonna be enough. I thought he was gonna run out of. I think he did run out of room. I think he lifted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or he got loosed. Or he lifted somehow for some reason.
that was close.
Oh man! Oh, he's really loose here in the that tunnel turn. Everybody's loose through there. A nice fun
Good
battle
battle.
here behind with Dennis Kane. So from
12th
12th,
position on the back.
yeah, 12th to 16th here. So 5 cars, and 3 of them are in that tight points battle. Or four, oh, no, all 4 of them. I think. Which one of these?
All four of them. Truth passes 2 cars there.
Truth, Kirby.
Yeah,
Jesse,
Truth.
Lee.
He's 16 points behind the cut line, so he needs a good points day. So keep Jesse Fox. All these drivers need to have a good day today. I would hate to race at Martinsville next week knowing I'd have to have a good points day to advance.
Oh man, that's gut wrenching too.
Sean Dunaway still behind Nash Corner for second position.
He's
going to dive it in.
he keeps peaking, but that 5's not gonna let him go.
That 5 gets such a good run. Here we go. This is a good view.
I love this one. Is he gonna peak low? He's peaking. He's peaking.
And he's going to show a nose down there.
Oh, he backed off. Or the 5 sends it. And that's what you do. You kind of peak a little bit, and you force the car in front of you to drive it in a little harder. You back off. You get a good run. You set him up. There it is. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, he's going to go to the
Oh,
outside.
he's blocking him.
Oh, I got to get out of this view. Go.
He's blocking Sean. Sean's going to look on the outside. He's going to try to make it work.
Sean's going to make a pass on the outside here to the tunnel turn. Wow,
What
that's
a move.
impressive. Sean Dunaway, pass of the evening right there.
Outside, new second place car.
Brandon Sanfilippo was like, what? Is that what I got to do? Probably what you have to do. I mean, that was Sean Dunaway been working on him for a little while now.
That was a move.
Man, that's
That was a
impressive.
good move by Sean. Yeah, very impressive.
But you see what he had to do. He had to set him up all the way off of one, through 1 or going into 1 for that.
He had to show the nose on the inside and just, like you said, went down to Long Pond straight away, and Nash shoved a block on him, so Sean's like, I'll just take you on the outside then.
Exactly, and you got to have that confidence. That 22, ooh, slides right in there. I thought he was gonna get a lot tighter there for a moment in that dirty air.
Jr. looking in the side of Brendan Honeycutt there.
Oh, a little bit of contact
Gets a little.
between the two. Yeah, I think just the 34 was a little higher than 13 anticipated. 13 was trying to go lower, and just going for the same spot there.
Truth and Kirby. Done for the 13th position, and up there in front of them, Dennis Kane.
Yeah, this pack from 12th on back from Dennis. Dennis has been in front of them, holding them up a little bit, but he's doing a great job of holding his position. So keeping these guys battling.
Yep, Truth looking inside, going to turn 1.
Man, I wonder, man. Odie, I mean, he qualified 8th. I mean, by no means not a bad qualifying, but wow, he's 10 seconds off right now. I mean, definitely not having.
Something's not right with his car or something.
Yeah, just or maybe all these people have really bad qualifying.
Jacob Flank looking inside Andrew Teft.
Now we're on lap 25. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Somebody sounded like with the wall going into 3. As Nash Pointer looking as well to the inside back again, and Jacob he'll clear though. Andrew for 5th.
Man, we have a big tight group here in a second. In a couple of laps.
We see them just coming down the front stretch here. We'll have to go back to the when they're coming off of 3. You can see them start snaking real across. But man, they just trying to break that draft at any opportunity you can. And I mean, Nathan, man, he's just enjoying himself with a 2-second lead right now.
Nathan, like, fight amongst yourselves.
Keep on at it. You guys just have fun. I don't want to be in close to you. I don't want to hear it. Nope, I'm good.
Looks like Logan Joyner's looking kind of soft right there.
Oh man, Todd really loose there off of 2, but he's gonna keep a good run doing it though. It looks like he kept the throttle in it because he'll clear Logan, and Alex Teff gonna go to the inside there. Try to take advantage of Logan having that slip up. Here it is. Even your leader Nathan, 2 seconds ahead. He's trying to do a little bit of snaking just to make sure.
Brandon's. Whew. Looks like Brandon wanted to make a pass on Nash right there.
Yeah, so this is not the battle for the lead. Again mentioning when Nathan Mann just a little further ahead. But it's a lead lap pack here from 2nd on to 11th here. So that's Sean Dunaway all the way to Chris Pendle there.
Yeah, they're just tightening up, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I don't recall where everybody restarted, but I remember mentioning that Chris was back there in 12th. So you see, he's only gained 1 spot since this restart. Look to the inside there. But it's just Alex tapped into the wall off of 3.
Oh, that slows up Brendan Honeycutt.
Is that going to be enough for Pendle to make the pass into 1 though? He's going to drive it in. He said, "This is an opportunity. I'm taking it." But Alex
is going to come back on the inside, maybe.
He's been using that crossover. We see, and no, it's just not going to be enough. Actually, will allow Honeycutt to get to his outside, I think, or maybe not. No, they'll stay. No, they'll stay
Alex
clear.
will tuck in behind him.
Yeah.
Well, from the 2nd position all the way back to the 11th position is roughly 2 seconds.
There we go. Kirby Wainscott took him quite a while to finally get around Dennis Kane, but he's going to make that pass. Truth had made that pass just a little while before that, so Truth's going to make his way back up after being involved in that incident with Marshall Harris, who actually just made their way into pit lane for the
Looks like he's got some damage on the right side of the car.
Yeah, it does look like it. Let's see if it's just a scheduled stop. Well, you know what? Hey, it's lap 15. We're 15 laps in, so we've got maybe about 5, maybe not quite 10 laps before we gotta, come down pit lane again. But Matt Metler making his way down as well. A little bit of damage there on the right side of that.
Yeah, Metler's got some damage as well.
But that's you're gonna have damage here coming off of 4. But Marshall Harris is still in his pit box, so it must be some extensive damage. Yeah, getting some stuff done. 40 seconds, or unless they had a penalty, but could be with the 40-second stop.
Going around on that yellow line. He's got a good handling race car to be able to do that. He gets a good run off of turn 3. Looking at the inside of Sean Dunaway here.
Got 2 more fans here in our chat. Thank you for voting on that number 94, Chris Pendle. And you see the 5. Yeah, we're going to be able to make that pass on Pointer, but it's kind of going back to Pendle. He lost a ton of time from this front pack. I wonder what happened. It's like a 2-second gap almost now between these drivers. This was 1 pack together, but it seems like something happened and kind of broke it apart.
Yeah, I don't know if it could have been when maybe Harris hit the wall, or I don't know, but there is a big gap now all of a sudden.
All right, we are now closing in on the halfway point of this race, and Sean Dunaway trying to hold off Jacob Plank. Jacob to the outside now of Sean.
Jacob.
Gonna use it. Oh wow, the 5 gonna tag a little bit of the grass there through 3.
Oh, what a Jacob Plank on the rumble strips.
Yeah, but he's gonna make it work.
3. He got Brandon Sanfilippo trying to make a pass on Andrew Tiff.
The back off on that one. He's like, nope, I don't got the run there, but let's see if Jacob can do it into 1.
Got close.
Oh, he's gonna get into the
He got on the apron again.
but he made it work. That kind of surprised. He made it work.
Good move by Jacob Plank.
Worked out perfectly for him as now it's Andrew Teft. He's looking to try to make a pass, and Sean, meanwhile, is just trying to stop the bleeding at this point.
Yeah, he might have worn out his tires too much.
I wonder what's the plan for some of these drivers at this point.
So we got how many laps? We got 30, so we're halfway. So I mean, somebody gonna maybe go 10? Can they go 10 more laps?
I don't know.
Came in lap 15.
Yeah, not 10 more laps. The Odie pit on lap 16, as did Todd Slauson. So they must have come in right as they came back to green, and Jacob Pank, he's gonna make the pass on second. So it's all that work for Nash, and he's gonna lose the second again.
Look at the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all right there together.
Yeah, right on top of each other, and you see here Brandon Honeycutt to the inside of Chris Pendle. So this is a 4-car group that's been together for a little bit now. The next group right behind Lee Campbell looking to the inside of Kirby Wainscott. This is all for points right here. These two are right next to each other in points. And
yeah, them guys are point battling, that's for sure.
Honeycutt clears Pendle, and here comes Teft. Wow!
Teft with a power move.
Oh my goodness! Did Todd maybe tag the wall going into the turn or something? But Andrew, look at Alex, the run even under the 94.
Wow.
I don't know what happened there,
by
but
Alex.
Yeah, he's gonna go try to do a 2 for 3.
Makes the move on Chris Pendle right there into turn 1. So Alex has got a little hot rod tonight.
Yeah, he's making it work now.
I mean, he ran the exact same lap time as our leader did last time by, the 57:33.
Wow. Yeah, that's fastest on track right now. It's almost. He's maybe did a really, really good job of saving his tires.
He messed up, but what a move.
Well, him and Honeycutt are up 8 spots apiece, so they're our biggest movers right now. And Slauson's now looking to the inside of Pendle, so...
Yep, he's like, everybody else is passing this guy.
I was like, well, I may as well go ahead and throw my hat in the ring, too. Or my name in the hat. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Well, I mean, did you see the right front on this 94? Hold on just a second. This will probably explain everything.
Yep, right there it does.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris, but you don't want it looking like that.
No, fast cars don't look like that.
No, they look like this. Hold on, we'll go to... I can say these things because he's my friend, everybody. There, well, even then, he's got a little bit of damage, but that's just light. You can't. That's not much.
Yeah, I can't see nothing on that one.
Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah.
I was getting ready. We're gonna go to this camera. He's gonna put some damage on it.
That'd be awful right there.
That would be all your fault too.
It's exactly what it would be too. Completed lap number 34. They're pulling up there on Marshall Harris. He's just a little bit ahead of these guys. He's 3 laps behind the lead right now. Harris now though. Nathan Mann with a 38.6 second lead over Jacob Pank, and that last time he was faster than Jacob by 0.2.
Yep. Wow.
Well, Jacob had to fight through a slew of cars though to get here too.
Yeah. He probably had to use more tires than he wanted to be honest with you.
Nathan, meanwhile, just not had to use tires at all, except just to get around.
No, just on the restart and the green flag.
Let's see, Sean now. You see Brandon Sanfilippo up to the 4th position. Coming up now, 25 laps to go as Nathan comes across the line, and I guess the pit window will open up here in the next couple of laps to make it to the end.
Somebody's going to try it, I'm sure.
Well, so I guess if you're not in a position to go a lap down, do you kind of just come in when...
Well, lap times have fell off probably 2 seconds from when they started on this run, so.
And let's see, they are let's see now, 20 laps into this run, so we should see some come down. Now Logan Joyner, he had pit on lap 30 there.
So he's on a different strategy. So,
and I do believe he'll have, of course, just have to pit one more time, sometime around lap. Well, see, he's got to pit one more time though. There's no way you make it for 30 laps.
No,
even
unless
with
he's really good at saving fuel.
But you're still not gonna, because I mean, all these drivers only have their one stop to make. So I mean, something could have happened as well, which would cause that. But Odie, he's gonna be the first one down.
Odie brings his car down the pit road for a fuel and some four fresh tires.
Yeah, and well, so I was wondering, and I mean, obviously it won't be him. Oh man, the 21's hard in the wall there. And so what happens is, something happened. Alex Teft is all the way to the inside, or just maybe to make a pass, or on the, I think the 22 maybe got into the wall. He's really slow there. Oh yeah, he's got some. He might have some right front damage. No, maybe just on recovery, maybe. Oh, he's definitely hit the wall, but he's just on recovery a little bit, maybe, from whatever happened. There's a little bit ahead. Sean Dunaway under attack from Honeycutt and Andrew Tep. Oh, I think a little bit of contact there, almost with Andrew and Honeycutt.
Up the racetrack.
Yeah,
It couldn't get no closer to each other. That's for sure.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that was close. And then you just saw Odie coming off of pit lane for his pit stop. Looked like he should be good. No penalties, at least on the entrance and the pit lane itself. Of course, to see on anything on the exit. But he'll be good to make it to the end from here. I think. Anyway, I guess so. My what I was gonna go with earlier was that, and Jacob Plank, he's coming down pit lane now. That if you come in early, and because what you're doing, you're setting yourself up almost like the road courses, where you put yourself in a position in case a caution comes out. You're good on fuel, but of course with a 2-second drop, you're gonna want to come down for tires. But you also don't have to sit there and wait for fuel either. Correct.
But also right now, they can make it to the end if they wanted to. So just how much time do you want to give up to some of these guys that started pitting? Alex is all over his brother.
Yeah, we saw Andrew making a move there with Honeycutt, but Honeycutt's just kept moving forward. So I think something happened to Andrew though, maybe to back him up. Dennis Kane, he had made his pit stop on that previous lap along with Chris Pendle. Now Jacob Plank there coming off. Oh, and here comes your leader, Nathan Mann. What? This race has just changed. He lost his entire 3-second lead. As the entire
the pit road.
11 cars all down pit lane at the same time. That's everybody that's left. Nobody else has to come down. So the strategy's over, everyone. Goodbye.
Wow, I'm looking at the
Here's Jesse Fox in 12th.
Now in.
All right.
Nash misses his pits. It looks like Andrew did as well.
Okay, let's see.
This is wild to see all the cars in pit road at once.
Yeah, that sounds like a caution came out. I'm trying to see for. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, he's already loose to 3.
Yeah, he's loose coming into 3. Just came in too hot.
Yep. It didn't take much, and he didn't even sound like he was on the brakes all that hard either. But that's all it takes.
Worn tires? No, it does not take much at all. So now, as you can see, his lead has shrunk considerably.
Oh, and actually what this has done is this has put Logan Joyner actually with a 10-second lead. That's Nathan's teammate actually, who unfortunately now haven't been able to make all the races this season, so he's not eligible to make the playoffs even with his victory. But on a completely different strategy and with 20 laps to go, and again, I don't think he can make it to the end. But if a caution came out right there with his teammate Nathan Mann, he was in a perfect spot because you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you just never know. I mean, and Jacob Plank, meanwhile, him having pit a lap early and no issues, he's got to remember he was in second, guys. He had a 3-second gap between him and Nathan, and with Nathan's issue, it is now a 3.2-second lead difference for Jacob. Sorry, he's not in the lead. Logan is.
Yeah, Logan, he'll have to pit because he can't make it 30 laps. So how Nathan's going to have to push it to catch Jacob Plank.
You see how sideways he was there off of 2? I think he already is.
But he don't want to drive the wheels off of it though. So
well,
if you're Jacob right now, you just want to put in cruise control.
Yes, you said it perfectly because you. Oh my goodness, there it is. You see, Nathan just smacked the wall there off of turn 3, driving the wheels off of it. But at this point, he's got no other choice if he wants to win this race.
Yeah, he's got to go for it.
Meanwhile, Jacob
He's got to go for it with that little incident coming to pit road. So
knocking on Logan's lead. Of course, he's 2 seconds quicker almost.
That's a hard shot too.
Thanks, Rowan, for jumping here in with us.
Pulling for truth. Outsider teammates.
I love it. All right, Logan Joyner, of course, here at number 34, your leader from Wilmington, North Carolina. Let's take a quick run through here of the field as we're now on the second third of this race. Or the final third of this race, sorry. We just completed that 2/3 of this race. Jacob Plank, he's in second right now, I'd say, in that catbird seat. Nathan Mann, he's got some work to do to go catch up to Plank. Now 3 seconds behind him. He's catching him 2/10 that last time around.
Yeah.
Brandon Sanfilippo, he's over here in the 4th position, hoping that Nathan and Jacob make mistakes trying to keep each other out there, and he can come out here and steal a back-to-back wins. Yes. No.
Yep.
I got my weeks mixed up. I'm sorry. Sean Dunaway, he's gonna be rounding out your top 5. Alex Teft from Hope Valley, Rhode Island, he's up 10 spots and gonna be up 1 more once Logan does have to pit. So great job on Alex Teft today on driving it through the field.
Yeah, he's the fastest car on the track right now.
Yeah,
He just ran his fastest lap.
55.53. Oh my gosh. His brother Andrew, meanwhile, is under attack from Nash Pointer, which you mentioned Nash and Andrew himself both missed their pit boxes, which is why you see where they were running, Nash in 2nd and 3rd, now back here in 8th, and then Andrew just hanging on there in front of him. Nash himself from Glasgow, Kentucky? Is it Glasgow? Glasgow? I don't know. Sorry, Nash. I'm really bad with all this with names. Todd over here in the 9th position, and then Lee Campbell rounding out your top 10. Aside from Matt Metler, who's already made it to the beer stand, he's the only driver who's still in the same spot that he started in tonight.
Yeah, you're correct.
So, from Boston Spa, New York, and then Truth Hope, we just had that mention from Hickory, North Carolina. Dennis Kane back here in the 12th position from Detroit, Michigan. Chris Pendle from Aberdeen, Ohio, back here in the 13th. Yeah, down 7 spots. So actually, he's your biggest dropper of the race. Odie is down 6 spots over here into the 14th position. Jesse Fox from Jasper, Indiana, back here in the 15th spot. 16th belongs to Kirby Wainscott from Sparta, Kentucky. Then Brandon Honeycutt, Elizabethton, Tennessee. Sorry, I see he had a 55-second pit stop. So I imagine he had to have been speeding on pit lane because he was running up here, driving up. Top 5 should be a top 5 possibly. Yeah, he's gonna have a finish last on the lead lap possibly.
So he's probably wishing for a caution.
Yeah, he's really hoping he gets a caution here soon. And as you see, Nathan Mann makes a pass on his teammate there of Logan Joyner. So Logan just kind of falling in line here. Again, he's probably just going to write this out, hoping for a caution to come out as well. And just because if a caution comes out any time before he pits, everybody's coming down pit lane for tires. And
oh, yeah, everybody's pitting. So.
He was running back there, in like 12th or
around the top 10.
Yeah, bottom end of the top 10, and he had been up, but he had dropped, and so this works out for him if, caution comes out, gets himself great track position. But Racers Elite, you don't always get him here.
No, they don't get a lot of caution, that's for sure.
As Pendle and Dennis Kane, they're going out of here for the 12th position, and oof, Dennis is going to shut that door. Chris is going to have to find another way to get back or to try to get around him.
Yeah, Dennis is on the move now. He's up 2 positions, so. But Logan Joyner's up 8 positions. Jacob Plank's up 6, but like you said earlier, Alex Teff is the biggest mover of the night so far, up 10 positions.
Well, you can give me 10, you can give me 6, you can give me 1, but if it's anything, I want it to be the amount of positions that puts me into first.
Absolutely. Alex needing about 5 more positions to be up there.
Apologize, everybody. That time I could not mute it in time. Kirby and Jesse Fox, they're going out of here for the 15th position, and this means every bit because these two drivers right on that cut line.
Yeah, it's a big points thing right here. So,
well, going into tonight, these two were only separated by 7, and Kirby was up by 10 on the on Odie, which is behind both of them, so they can at least take or hold on. No, I'm sorry, he's in front of them, so but not by much. Pendle is just barely in front of them as well, so they're not losing a ton of time at the very least, or a ton of points tonight.
No, you just these guys are absolutely point racing right now, so
granted
they've got to do something completely different, but I think time's running out on this.
But which is kind of funny, and just going to make it more entertaining, of course, now 13 laps to go in this race, is that there's 2 drivers that were, one driver going into tonight that was 16 points out. 16 is a little bit difficult. Granted, we saw Odie gain 14 last week to put him into this spot. But there's just one driver that was just a little bit far out. 16 points going into next week would be next near impossible. And that was the one driver who could really have a good race tonight. And honestly, Truth Hoke is having the best of those drivers. He's actually looking to make a pass on Lee Campbell, who is that cutoff line. So that's just going to put in one extra driver that's going to be even closer to that cutoff line for next week, as he's looking to make that pass.
Go drive it in deep, but Lee's just up 2 points on the cut line, so
Lee has to fight every bit for this. This isn't just a position today, and I get it. You want to be respectful and everything. It's a top 10 or whatever, but you gotta hold on, because that 1 point that you lose tonight couldn't be the difference maker next week, because it's a 2-point swing. On this situation.
Yeah, you've got to race hard now. You can't give no more. And then that fact, Truth has got to take everything he can get, so nobody's gonna give him nothing.
Hey, that's what I love, and that's what I love about Racers Elite as well. You got to go out there and get it, and that's what Truth is trying. Gonna look to the inside here, off of 3. Oh, he's gonna slide right in.
Maybe use the draft advantage and stick that nose in going to turn 1. Peeking.
But even when he goes in there, he's not driving it in deep. You can hear he's still very gentle with it. And even on the throttle, I think he's just maybe trying to make a pass but not use up his tires in the meantime. It might work out for him here even in the next 10 laps.
You said it earlier. He used that, maybe the driver in the front be driving through the rear view mirror instead of the windshield, make a mistake, and then you can make the pass.
Yep, and that's what the 55 can, that's what he always got to hope. And you put that extra pressure, like, all right, I know that you're on that cutoff line, everything matters. And because we're talking about that, you think Lee doesn't know that? Obviously he knows, and that's why he's going to fight for it. But that's what that's what the 55 is also banking on, to try to, hoping that gives that a little bit extra reason to make a mistake.
Oh, yeah. These drivers are on the edge right now, and you're either going to push it too far or not enough to get overtaken, so.
And it also could be for 55, and Truth Hoke is getting to the inside, going into the turn is also just his way of getting some clean air to the nose of his car, and allowing him to maybe not use up his right front end part of the process.
Yep. oxygen, more downforce. Clean air 10 times better than dirty air.
Oh man, yeah, it's dirty air doesn't move. You know, eight, you know, do better than 4. But if you ain't got no clean air, it ain't gonna do you no good.
No.
As right now, Jacob Plank, we're gonna go back over here, check out the lead as he just crossed the line. That last time, yep, 2 seconds. It was a 10th, just over a 10th quicker for Nathan Mann in that second place car. So he's catching him. Is it gonna be enough though?
If it's gonna be a 10th of a lap, it's not gonna be enough. So.
No, well, let's see. Yeah, no. Oh, so yeah, it was a 10th of lap, not 2/10. I said that incorrectly. I was looking down. He's 2/10 quicker than Sanfilippo. So. Yeah, no, he's got to do it. Let's see, with 9 laps to go. Some math. I can't do math. Okay, we'll just go off 8 laps to go. All right, so you just got to gain half a second a lap, right? Yeah. Oof.
Let's see what it is at the line this time. What is it? Might as well say still
I
2.
think Jacob was faster this time.
Yeah, Jacob was fastest, so.
Sanfilippo, actually, Alex Teff. Oh, okay, Alex Teff was the fastest there. Not surprised, as we mentioned.
Yeah, he's about a 10th quicker.
And Logan's still out there. He's at this point, I guess he just gotta hope for a caution.
Yeah, he's trying to push it as long as he can.
And then Jesse Fox and Richard Odie, they are battling here. So Jesse was, let's see, how many points? He himself was 3 points ahead of Odie coming into tonight's race. So then Wayne Scott was just a couple up on this, so he'll be happy to kind of try to finish a little bit ahead of him too. But wow, unreal.
The biggest winner of this, if it stays like it is going to be Alex Teff, because he right now, as it stands, he's only 8 points above the cutoff line. So this will be a big points day for him as Logan finally brings this 34 machine on the pit road.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I that's all I got. That's all the fuel I had, and even now, this last time around, Nathan was only half 10th quicker. This is definitely not gonna be enough.
No, unfortunately, time's running out right now.
Yep, it is not his friend, as one might say. Nonetheless, we've got, with these 7 laps to go, as Jacob is looking to make that second trip to victory lane this season. Now 6 to go. My only question is, if the caution comes out, do you take 2 tires?
I would probably try 2 tires.
He's like, yeah, screw it, let's go for it.
I say, bring out a caution. Let's see what they do.
Like,
now, most likely, everybody get right side tires, and I mean there'd be some cats to try to get 4, but it just depends on if the caution did come out now or 2 to go.
Yeah, there's definitely no way you stay out though. Not with the amount of laps and the fall off, because there's no way you can stay out. Not even with enough cars. It's just not gonna be enough.
No, I agree. You have to come get some type of time, whether it be 4 or 2.
Then with Jacob mentioning of coming across now with 5 laps to go, with second win, having one at Nashville, the fairgrounds. So we had a short track, then a very big track for possible victories, and then back here, so Todd Slauson was, I don't know if he attacked the wall off of 3, but he was really far off of the 5 there. And there's a battle for third, Brandon Sanfilippo and Sean Dunaway, and if they battle for too much, Alex Teff will be there in a moment.
Yeah, he will. Wade's been driving. Sean drives it deep in the tunnel turn. Gonna slide right up in front of Brandon. Move Sean up to 3rd position.
Yeah, But Sean had actually struggled a little bit on the long run earlier on that second run when his tires. So it looks like he did a much better job saving his tires this time around, learning from that.
Oh, yeah. And doing the snake method again. Not wanting to give Brandon his draft, but Alex about catch these two and try to make it interesting here at the end.
Okay, gotta make something happen here. No, I guess not. Then we look back here. Todd and Nash, yeah, they're still. Ooh, but that was sideways almost there for Todd coming off of that turn. But and the pass Nash is not gonna be easy. You know, he's really gonna put himself in a good position to be able to make it happen.
Oh yes, he is. And Todd gets closer to him right here in turn 2. Ooh, tags him all hard though.
Ooh.
That was not an easy hit. Drives it in deep into turn 3 though. Wow.
Yeah, that's just. I hope it doesn't kill his momentum too much though.
Nash is trying to break this draft.
Like, anything I can do here. Yeah, that's just not gonna be. We'll go right now. Our closest battle on track. This last time around, Nathan was a little bit, but it looks like it's kind of fluctuated more or less because it's about 2.3 seconds. It's about what it is. What it's been.
Yeah, that caution's going to have to come out for Nathan to catch Jacob here. I mean, Jacob, he had the right pit strategy at the right time tonight. Then, of course, with the mistake Nathan had, it just made matters worse for him.
So from here, Jacob, now 2 laps to go. You just on cruise control, as you mentioned, just hoping you don't have, and of course, praying now for no cautions here over the next half lap.
Yeah, he's like, just let me get to the white flag, we'll be good to go. So
He's like, that's all I want.
I just want to see the white flag right now.
Oh my goodness, he's eager to get there. Puts himself at least as well a couple extra bonus points when it comes to the postseason as we're getting ready to get started with that as well.
Oh yeah, you get me as many bonus points as you can as Jacob Plank takes the white flag. One more lap to go.
One more lap to go. Here it is for Jacob Plank. Now just maintaining that 2.2 second lead over Nathan Mann, who's just done a great job this season and had definitely the car to beat tonight.
Oh, I absolutely had the best car to beat tonight, but it shows you again, in these races with the Racers Elite, you cannot make any mistakes at all, or it will bite you in the rear end.
That's yes, bite you in the rear end, and it wasn't. He had a big lead, and you almost thought, oh, it's just enough, but oh man, it was tough, and it wasn't much that would cause it either. So
no.
Coming down here now into turn number 3. We're going to put this 60 laps into the book. Jacob Plank rolling off 3. The very flat corners of Pocono Raceway. Not going to be a problem. Jacob's going to win his second race here of the season and give himself that extra bonus points we just mentioned as they go on. One more race before the playoff starts.
Yeah, good win, Jacob.
Allow Nathan Mann to finish second, and Sean Dunaway, nice job there to finish in third. Oh, very interesting there. Way this race planned out, and you know what? It never is the same.
Nope, that's why you never give up, no matter if you're. Nope, just keep going.
Yeah, no, you can't give up at all in those situations. You see here, we're following along with Jacob Plank. Got a victory, of course, to celebrate, but
It takes a while to get back to do some burnout.
Yeah, you gotta take a moment. So usually it's a little bit quicker. It was a lot quicker for his win earlier this season when we were at Nashville Fairgrounds.
Yep.
Didn't have to wait for it to take this long to come back across. Nonetheless, of course, he is teammates with Lee Campbell there and Todd Slauson. My goodness. From Full Send Esports. There it is as he gets across to the front line.
He's gonna burn him what's the rubber he has left off.
I hope he does. There it is.
Good win for Jacob. Good win.
Oh man, we got that perfect. Oh man, that was perfect for the broadcast. I know it went on purpose, but it worked.
That was good.
Oh, he's gonna love to see that. All right, he's had his fun. Let's go ahead and bring him on in here, and well, we're gonna go let Troy. We're gonna take away this one for our winner tonight.
All right. Hey Jacob, this is Troy and Angel in the booth. You got us, bud?
Yeah, man. How's it going?
Man, it's going great. I'm sure you're feeling great too. What a way to end the race, bud. Coming in a lap before everybody else, and then Nathan having the issue on the pit lane. So, what was going through your mind when you noticed that you was in front of Nathan?
Well, I mean, it got to the point where when I was in second there trying to catch him, I'm like, dude, we're running about the same lap times, and I had to come from like 7th to 2nd. And I probably burnt my stuff up, so I was like, I gotta pit a lap before him at least, and then I pit, and I'm like, all right, my out lap, I gotta go hard. And then I came out, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how I gained 6 seconds on this guy, but after the race, Nathan told me I guess he had a little trouble getting on the pit road. But I mean, conserving the right front was, I guess, the move today. And I mean, Nathan definitely had the faster car there. I mean, I definitely think me and him were pretty close, but I think he had a little bit of faster car there at the end. But I knew while he was charging me, he was going to burn his stuff up, and then we kind of just maintained it 2 seconds from like 10 laps to go till the end there. So good battle, man. You got to stay on, you got to stay on your game when someone like him's trying to catch you.
Oh yeah, you can't ever give up, that's for sure. So next week we going into Martinsville. What's your mindset for the last regular season race?
I don't know. I guess just kind of don't make any enemies and get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, at least you've got 2 wins already, so you're locked in. So great win tonight, bud. Is there anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Yep. As always, I mean, you guys for broadcasting these races. Andrew for putting the races on. The guys at Full Send and fun league. Love racing every week, and looking forward to next week in Martinsville.
Yes, sir, man. A good win tonight. Enjoy your week, and let's go get them next week at Martinsville.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
I love that camera view there. We got to see just floating around there, Jacob's car. All right.
Your own cam.
Oh man, one of my favorites. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Nathan Mann here. Nathan, I think you're just figuring out just about every way to lose these races the last month or so.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough. I think tonight was just kind of got my wires crossed on the timing of the entry to the pits after that second run there. I'd been practicing earlier today and everything with coming off of turn 3 in 4th gear and going down through the gears from there. Nice controlled to pit lane speed. But by the time that I was pitting this time, or pitting that specific time, I was coming out of turn 3 in 3rd gear. So I was downshifting, and for most of the track, I'd say for the later half of a run, and yeah, just kind of messed up the timing there. But yeah, it is what it is. Just have to learn from it. Glad to with last week having some really bad wheel issues, I didn't have force feedback or was able to shift for a majority of the race last week. And then tonight with a blunder that's just my fault. But yeah, it's definitely been tough. But I'm hoping to get these mistakes, get these the infrastructure of my rig and everything not to be a factor when it comes to playoff time. So yeah, hoping just to learn from it tonight. I mean, I did a big second. Could have been a much worse finish, given I did a full 360 in the pit lane. So yeah, we'll take what we can get tonight.
Yeah, sorry, we got that on broadcast, Nathan.
Yeah. I know it. Yep. What was it they said to Kyle? Everyone can hear you, but it's more everyone can see it, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah. But it's all good. Those things happen, right? Trying to push as hard as possible out there. So I think we're all on the limit at some point, and and you cross that limit, car definitely tells you when you've made it wrong. So
I,
yeah, like I said, just learned from it tonight. But what were you gonna say?
I've been doing a lot of racing in the rain, no. So I think I've learned that exact term of you've learned where where the car won't no more. So
Yep. Oh yeah, the rain is a whole nother beast. It's definitely challenging to
oh, it's so much
not
fun.
only see the drive line, but actually drive it correctly, right? So
It's but
um,
that's fun. That's what I've been enjoying myself. So but
I stay away from the rain.
I live in Florida. I drive in the
I
rain
don't
all
blame
day anyway. So
that's fair.
all right, Nathan. I'm take your friends, family, sponsors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank my family that I'm always sent for always supporting my wife and family up here as well in the Charlotte area for supporting as well. Sorry we couldn't bring it home tonight, but we're still up on the podium, spraying Jacob with some champagne. Hats off to him for a great run. I'd kill a long run speed all night. I could not figure it out. But yeah, thanks to my team as well. Logan, I know he had some issues tonight out on track, but happy he stayed in it for the finish. And thanks to Jake, my crew chief, as well for setting me up with strategy and everything.
Awesome, Nathan. We always appreciate, love getting to talk to you. We'll see if Martinsville plays a little bit better luck into next week. But I mean, it's Martinsville, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting one for sure. Might have some hurt feelings all around, but that's as a wise man, well, not so wise man once said, that's just short track racing. So we'll see how it goes next week. But thank you guys for the great broadcast.
We always appreciate it, Nathan. Thanks for putting on the show that makes it happen. So we'll see you next week.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Be bad.
Oh man, I always love the positive demeanor of a lot of these drivers we get to talk with, and always a good mood we get them in. Go ahead and bring in Sean Dunaway. Sean, this is Angel here and Troy in the SRM broadcast booth. How you doing, buddy, tonight?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Man, we're not doing half bad. Gonna make it to a third place finish here. Looked like you were not so good in the tire run, the run before that, but maybe figured out, fixed some issues on that second time or on this last run because well, it'll put you into a podium.
Yeah, first two runs were terrible for me. I was cranking the steering wheel. My right wrist hurts now, that's for sure. But yeah, something about this setup just, I don't know, felt different. I'm usually pretty good at Pocono, but I've never gotten so tight at Pocono here, so I don't know what I was doing. Just get some rookie mistakes there.
I wouldn't put it on rookie mistake. I did hear from Pendle and Odie already. They've already messaged me to tell me saying that what in the world was happened to the Xfinity setup that they were just the Xfinity the way it normally is. And so I don't think you're the only person who really felt like this car just wasn't driving or something about the setup or the car was different than, maybe what you guys are used to.
That's good to hear. Yeah. But on that last run, luckily through the pit stops, I had some space to kind of just take it easy on those tires. Was able to bring it up to third place. So good run at the end there.
Yeah, and that's the important thing is you finding that way to recover, or like, okay, this is not what I expected. This is not the way I'm ready for. But you know what? You got to figure it out. Keep on moving, and a third place will definitely allow that to happen. And pretty much, I think you are. Let's see. 31 points. So you're not officially advanced into the next round, into the playoffs, but at 31 points, you're probably pretty safe going into next week. I think just by starting the race, you might get in automatically.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I've been having some pretty good runs here in the Xfinity series. Always at least top 10. But just haven't been able to get that win yet. So hopefully I can get a win here soon.
not to just say that you've been pretty good with it, but you've actually got the second most top fives of the Xfinity series right now.
Hey,
Or sorry,
that's good to hear.
third. I'm sorry, third. I can't read.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
You
San
busted
Filippo's
his
got
bubble.
seven.
Yeah,
Hey,
burst my bubble there.
Third, I mean that's still pretty damn nice considering you're eighth in points and you have three top fives. Or sorry, eight. You have 5 top fives and 8 in starts. So
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
So and you've only not finished in the top 10 once this season. I think it's going off pretty good, Sean, and a great way to move on and at least Martinsville have a bit of a break. But Troy, you got anything for our podium finisher here before we let him celebrate and thank his friends, family, sponsors?
Man, you put on a good show tonight. A lot of battle with Brandon Sanfilippo there for a little bit, so you put on a good show, you two guys. So good run. Enjoy your third place finish, and maybe next week you'll go steal one at Martinsville heading into the playoffs.
Yep, I hope so. Thank you very much.
All right, Sean, go ahead. Who are watching that you want to thank?
I'm gonna thank my cat Cheese. He's currently giving me some hugs right now after the race, so he's been a good cat throughout this whole race. Hasn't been bothering me. Like to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for watching, and then Chicken Coop Racing.
Oh, we love our animals here on the Sim Racing Media Network. Sean,
Absolutely.
You go back and listen to the broadcast. You get to hear my dog in the background. He decided that somebody was important enough to bark at. So,
Yep, for sure.
all right, Sean. Thank you very much. Well, I guess we'll see you next week and in much more relaxed position because you're gonna start the race. You're basically advanced. So,
Good. Yeah, good to hear.
all right, Sean.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
Yep, see ya.
All right. We say that, I mean, not that, of course it's official, but with him being 31 points up, yeah, you're not going to lose 31 points in those races, in this race.
No.
So, all right, let's go ahead and go over our final results here for tonight. And what was just a fantastic way to finish that race. And, of course, something always has to happen.
Yeah. Made it interesting.
It's
Can't
got to
be
be
boring
something.
all the time.
No, absolutely not. And people can say Pocono is, but we had an exciting Pocono race.
We had battles everywhere on the
We had a
racetrack.
lot of battles on the racetrack. I think that's the best way to have put it. Like it wasn't as strung out as we had packs of 5s and 7 cars.
Yeah, there was one time we had 10 cars in one pack?
Yeah, we had all 11. We had the front 11 on pit road at the same time, except for Jacob, which
That was wild.
I can't. So I think everybody's like, "Dang, I should have pit with him." Oh my goodness! All right, that was a fun race, everybody. Jacob Plank, of course, mentioning he did win his second race of the Xfinity Series this season. He does have to start next week to be able to be eligible to make the playoffs. So as long as he starts next week's race, he will have successfully completed the minimum requirement, and he will have made it. Nathan Mann, he is officially, of course, advanced with his starts and wins. Sean Dunaway in third. Brandon Sanfilippo and Alex Teff rounding out your top 5. Andrew Teft in 6th, along with Nash Pointer in 7th. Todd Slauson going to finish in 8th. Truth Hoke would finish 9th. And then Lee Campbell would round out your top 10. In 11th, we have Chris Pendle. 12th goes to Dennis Kane. Kirby Wainscott and Richard Odie going to be 13th and 14th. Jesse Fox running out that top 15. Logan Joyner did have to eventually come down pit lane, but would still finish in front of Brandon Honeycutt, who had just that whatever massive issue, I guess, that caused him to have a 55-second pit stop on that last one. So Logan 16th, Honeycutt 17th. Marshall Harrison, just had a bad night for himself overall. Finished in 18th. And then Matt Medler, our own here on the Sim Racing Media, would finish 19th. First one to the beer stand. Wow.
Yes, he was.
What a race here tonight. And I'm just, of course, equally excited for next week. We mentioned we get to go to Martinsville, one of our favorite venues. But before we get to do that, the very least, we're going to mention that 12th, 13th, and 14th in points going into Martinsville next week are separated. 3 spots by 2 points between Jesse Fox, Richard Odie, and Chris Pendle. Truth bumped it down to 11 points. That's a 5-point gain. That's massive. That 11 points is absolutely possible next week at Martinsville. 16, 11 is doable.
11, you can do it.
Yeah,
So.
you still need a little bit of things to go your way, but I mean it's Martinsville. Things are probably going somebody's way. So I mean,
The easiest thing is to do just stay out front and lead the most laps and win.
there you go. Simple as that, right? I mean, if I could do that, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be up here.
I'll have to
but-
talk to him about that.
Well, we'll get out and talk with him, see if he's got any advice for him as well. Nonetheless, Alex Teft, he's in ninth. He is 17 points up. That's pretty safe. He's gonna have some chaos to happen to not make it, but again, that's definitely possible. So, from ninth up to 15th, that's let's see, 4 spots, 7 drivers, all looking for that opportunity. And of course, Marshall Harris, Jason Burdick, any one of those 2 drivers could show up along with Hoke, Pendo, and Odie looking on the outside in, win at Martinsville, and well, just like you said, they're in.
It's simple solution.
And it makes it better or more fun because then these other drivers, now that pushes that cut line down one, and now you have one person who wasn't. That's what's enjoyable about these types of playoffs. So
It'll be interesting.
it's going to be interesting. So we're getting ready to sign off here. Next week we head, of course, we mentioned to Martinsville, but tomorrow the next gen race, they head to Dover. How was
over tomorrow?
How was Detroit last week?
It started off rough and just went downhill. For me, it did. So
I understand.
on to Dover.
On to Dover. That's one of my favorite tracks. It's my very best track, except the next gen. I just can't stand the next gen. I can't figure it out.
They're different.
They're yes. Not my racing style, but hey, there's the racing that gets put on with the next gen sometimes is just unreal. So then they will finish their regular season off at Homestead in the Sunset race. Oh, beautiful here, just a couple hours south. And then Sunday, the Gen 6 season, they are at the that Richmond.
Richmond.
Nice. Gonna have a little bit of Richmond. Then on Tuesday, we'll head to
Nashville Super
Nashville
Speedway.
Super Speedway for their regular season finished. And I love Nashville Super Speedway in the trucks. That is a fun track as well.
It's just it's fun. It's a fun track in anything there. Be honest with you.
That is true. That much is true. All right. Well, we do thank everybody, of course, as always, for joining us here in the Sim Racing Media Network. Make sure that you are liking, sharing, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Get those bell notifications running. Check out us here and all of Racers Elite that goes on here on the Sim Racing Media Network throughout the week. Troy, you got anything else you want to sign off before we head out?
We had a good race tonight, and can't wait to go to next week. Season finale at Martinsville. See how these playoff drivers are going to do.
I'm excited, and even those non-playoff drivers trying to make themselves playoff drivers. We'll see how they do. Thank you, everybody, again for joining us here tonight. Myself, Angel Santiago, my broadcast partner here in Troy Thomas. Wishing you all a great evening. Stay safe, and we will see you next week.